on.
This goes out to you.
I am a real American.
Spartans! What is your profession?
What's up, comic fans, and welcome to Monday Night Raw Books, where tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about comics, talk a little bit about how you could possibly, for entertainment purposes, by the way, how you could possibly work them into your taxes, your selling of books, and we'll do some other stuff. We'll talk to Harper over here. What's up, Harper? And what's up, Nick?
What's going on, everyone? First, let me introduce my assistant, Harper. So I know I come on here usually for boxes and brews, but I am a CPA. I have about 10 years of tax experience, and I have my own tax practice on the side that I report for any government people listening. And I know there's a lot of confusion going on with the reselling, because reselling really picked up during the pandemic. So we thought it would be cool. I can answer some of your questions. Again, I will preface it. Anything I give you, I could be wrong. I am not giving you tax advice. This is just considered a useful guide. Consult your tax preparer, please.
Right. And so this is just a guide. We're not tax prepping. We're not doing your taxes. It's just if you have a question. If you have a question, we have a resource here. Before we get heavily into taxes, though, WrestleMania was this weekend. Your boy walked out of there with a belt. No, I'm kidding. What's up?
You went to WrestleMania?
Nah, I didn't go to WrestleMania. Next year, WrestleMania, though, is in Philly. I am considering going to that one. I've been to a WrestleMania before, though. I went to one when it was at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. You know what, though? You can addend or amend your taxes, but we're not telling you to do that.
Actually, the big changes are going to be for 2023. So this is going to be more helpful for 23 anyway. That's why it's not a bad deal that it's late with the eBay rules and the digital payment rules. All right.
So, yeah, that's it. Let's make sure we get everybody out there. Let's see. Chop's in the house. We love Daniel. What else? We got Dagger from Canada. I was about to say California. Dagger won my giveaway last week, so they'll have some books on the way.
Harper, you can't need that in the crotch.
What else? Comics by the Bays here. Got me to look at estatesales.com or .net. I forgot what it is, but now I'm just looking at estate sales for comics. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. The last thing I need is more comics in my life. But Matt's also down for some raw dog. And what else? Comic Addicts is in the house. What's up, Alex? What is up, comic fans? All right. Yeah, so like I was saying, WrestleMania was this weekend. No, I didn't go. It was in Hollywood, California this year. But it was fun. It's good to watch. It was a good time. I like doing that sometimes. Brings me back to the old days. California, Canada, it's damn near the same thing.
Well, not as cold as the other.
That's true. That is true. All right. So yeah. Let's I guess we'll do one tax question. I'll throw out one of the ones that I got thrown at me. Pretty easy, I think. Which one was that? It was so how much money do you have to declare? How much money do you have to make on the selling of collectibles or comics before you have to declare them on your taxes?
Well, the rule is, right, if you deposit anything over $10,000, right, the IRS gets a notice. Now, the definition of it, right, if you're selling items on eBay to make a profit, the government considers you self-employed. Now, if you make a certain amount of money, you'll get a 1099-K. A 1099-K means that eBay is telling the IRS you made this much money on eBay. If you don't report that, then you get an instant notice right there. So again, you should, if you're selling stuff to make a profit by the letter of the law, you should report all of it, less your expenses. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm only saying if the government gets told.
Now, that's always been the rule, though, right? If you made money on something, you should have reported it even before eBay started.
The eBay rule that was supposed to be discontinued in 2022, but got extended to 23, was that $600 rule that everyone's like afraid of. That rule is not in effect in 2022. It is still 200 transactions or $20,000. Then you get a tax. Or I think it's both. I'm sorry. I think it's both. I'm not 100%. But a lot of it comes down to planning, right? Like how much you're going to sell, and that'll trigger the form. That was a little awkward.
Gotcha. And Dagger says, that's why cash is king.
I don't want to hear that, Dagger.
Let's see. I got banned from eBay for signing up, so I'm excluded from eBay claims. So you signed up for eBay and they said, get out of here.
So the confusion, I think, that's going to next year, right, is the $10,000 rule is still in effect, meaning if I cut Will a check for $10,000, the bank tells the IRS automatically. If I cut Will a check for $9,999, the IRS doesn't hear about it. You ever see the movie Sicario? That's when they go in the bank. That's why they're depositing like $9,000 at a time, right? The rule is with Venmo, PayPal, all the digital stuff, it's over $600.
Okay.
That's going to trigger a tax form. Now, the reason there's been so much confusion is, let's say me and Will decide to go to Ruth Chris, have a couple cocktails, blah, blah, blah. I want the points. I put it on my card. It's a $1,200 meal. I have to tip, right? Will's not a deadbeat. Will's going to Venmo me $600. Why should that be taxable income when you're just paying me back?
Right.
So how that works is there's a way you would have to tell eBay, you could tell on your tax program, this is not an expense. Now, if you get a form for $40,000 and you have $40,000 or you say that's reimbursements, you're probably going to get audited.
Yeah,
right? Like you know what I mean? Like if Will and I, like let's say I had that and I disallowed that, and for whatever reason I had a $1,200 form or $600 form, excuse me, I get audited because I said no, right? I can go to the IRS and be like, here's my dinner bill with Will, right? And then like whatever you're doing reselling, which is what a lot of comic book people are doing, your books and records are your best friend or your worst enemy, right? Track everything. Keep your receipts. It's good now with paperless. Just get all your shit paperless if you can. But keep your receipts. Like your biggest expense probably is going to be the cost of your stuff, right? Like I had someone who made 40 grand in eBay, but he paid like 25, 30 for the cards. That's your biggest expense. That chops it down, right?
So that was, I think, the next question we had was, can you write off supplies and expenses?
Yes. If you get a 1099K and you're selling items on eBay, thank you. My wife, we love her.
She's awesome.
Come on, we need help. The crowd needs us here. Come on. Yes, then you could take supplies. Now, what's going to go into that, right? Your job is selling stuff on eBay, right? So your biggest expenses, right? It's going to be the cost you put, right? Internet, phone bill, postage, right? Cases for the comics, boxes for the comics, all stuff like that. Advertising, eBay fees, because eBay gets a cut.
Now, if you have a comic room, let's say, and use it strictly for your selling, your packaging, and all that other stuff.
You're talking about a home office expense. It
Okay.
has to be a designated area of the house that is 100% used for that business.
So yeah, you can't use it for any personal things, correct?
Correct.
It's just strictly business. You go in there, you sell your books, you package them up, and then you go somewhere else in the house if you want to do something.
And just be prepared.
That's not.
If you take a home office expense, that is an audit red flag. I'm not saying you're going to get audited. I'm just saying that is one of the things that triggers an audit. So again, you can't write off all your rent.
Gotcha. So beware of the home office, guys. Make sure it is strictly 100% for business use. See you in a bit, Daniel. Thank you. Thanks for letting us know. All right. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I had in terms of people.
The other thing is, right, on
Yep.
Venmo, I was reading, and again, I don't even think this is finalized yet. If you have a business profile and you use that, like I have a personal profile and a business profile, so I try to keep that separate.
Okay. So that's like you're saying on your computer?
On Venmo.
On Venmo, sorry. So you have on Venmo, or would be on your phone or whatever. You have your account that you use for personal business, and then account you use for business. That is smart. That is smart. Now in my home office, let's say I use it. I have a laptop in there. Does that laptop strictly have to be business, like 9 to 5? Let's say I use my office 40 hours a week for business. Am I allowed to do anything outside of my normal work week in that office, or it strictly has to be all work?
Technically, no, it has to be strictly for business.
Gotcha. All right. That answers that. All right. All right. If you guys out there have any tax questions, let us know. I think those were the main.
That's probably the big one that everyone's concerned about.
I think those were the biggest ones. So are there any changes between 2022 taxes that are going out now and 2023?
In terms of comic book resellers, probably that rule, the $600 rule.
Right. And that's pretty much, I think that's pretty much the one everybody's been having.
That's the one that's like, and again, right, like the IRS is wise. Like they know, like people are making money hand over fist selling Jordans. Like Jordan, like all that stuff, like baseball cards, like it's all. So now, like they're trying to catch everyone, right?
Got it.
And again, if you have a Schedule C over like $100,000, Schedule C is where you would put this. I would hope you have your expenses categorized, just to even know if you're making a profit.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the part of it too, right, is you're selling these things online through, eBay or let's say Macari or whatever it is, and these companies also take a cut of what you're
That's
making.
deductible.
And then, so you can deduct the cuts, and then shipping. Our shipping expense is deductible. So shipping. So you get paying for the box of tape, all that stuff, and then you can use the shipping. Again, guys, if you print at home, save those receipts. I have a story about the post office that I told this morning. It's not super interesting, but it literally took me 4 days to mail something at the post office. But we can get into that a little bit later. Let's catch up on the chat. Chop Dagger. So just so you guys know, just a quick reintroduction. We have Nick here. He's my cohort. He's been on a few of my shows already. He's also a professional in the tax industry, CPA. And he's here to answer some questions.
I would say probably yes. However, when you sell your comics, technically you can't take the cost of the comic when you sell it. Now, I could see it being a potential gray area in the sense that comics are also read for personal use. It's like an example would be like if you're a personal trainer, you can't write off your Lululemon leggings. It has to be like a specific uniform. So I could see that going either way, but if you are getting paid, I would think, yeah, like the whole point of your channel is to open comic books.
Right. So now you're doing it for the business purpose.
Yes.
It's close. And disclaimer, guys, we're not telling you how to do your taxes. We're not doing your taxes for you. This is just
right. Well, I'm open.
yeah. Well, yeah.
That would involve a much more personal approach on the phone, not going live on YouTube.
Right. So Nick is saying he is available to help
work
you.
ethic here. It's April. Got 2 weeks left. Don't tell you crap. You're my junior's assistant. Come on.
But yes. But Nick is a professional, like I said, and if you need help with your taxes, then it is quite possible he might be able to help you in a manner that is then more official
and legitimate.
Right now, we're just throwing you some darts. All right. Here's another question, I believe. You can claim large incomes as inheritance, can't you? And inheritance aren't tax deductible, are they?
I believe inheritance are taxed at the estate level, so the estate would pay the tax. Estates aren't my forte, but I don't think I'm pretty sure I'm 99% there's no double taxation on inheritance. But chop and drop, the government always gets a cut.
It's kind of hard to hide from the gov.
Thank you.
And see, of course, you have to provide proof of inheritance, I'd assume.
Talk about just someone like leaving you money.
Right.
No, if someone just leaves you money, you have to report it. Like if your aunt dies and gives you money, like her estate pays the tax, and then you get the money.
Then you get. So you don't pay the money after you get it. The money probably comes out of what you're getting.
Yes.
So
it's taxed at the estate level.
Right. Once you get it, it should be. The taxes should have been taken out of it already. Didn't want to say tax free, but it will have been pulled out of it. Don't remind me of taxes. Finishing my basement money is going to Uncle Sam, even though I was smoked all years with taxes. Yeah, I know some people who this year are actually paying taxes who are like, I've never paid before. So obviously,
did they get new jobs?
Well, no. One person actually retired. And then another person's a teacher, and it was said that they owed money, but then they went back to another tax person, and the other tax person was like, no, you're a teacher. You shouldn't be paying those taxes. So I think also it depends on who you're getting to prepare your taxes and how familiar they are with.
I mean, I don't know how one guy could have messed it up that badly. I would assume, right? Like if another CPA took one of my taxes, especially like for a teacher where it's a W-2, and if you own a house, like mortgage interest, property taxes, like you get to the same number, like
right.
Like a Schedule C is very different because it's your reporting expenses.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get you. Yeah, and I mean there are just slight changes in the tax laws, right? So things may not be the same as they were years before.
I know a lot of people got crushed because the COVID child taxes got canceled. So like you were taking home a ton of money if you paid for daycare, and those all expired.
Gotcha. So yeah, because daycare, or if you can hire too, right? Like a personal babysitter, like you yourself.
Yeah, then you got to cut a W-2. I wouldn't recommend that.
Gotcha.
I don't do that. I don't want to do it.
If you were ever in that situation, now we're totally off of comics, but in that situation, would it be prudent to like, make yourself a business in some sort, an LLC or something like that, like just to protect yourself as the employer? Right. If you're cutting W-2s, do you want to cut W-2s as a single entity, or do you want to have protections of a business?
Well, what protection are you talking about?
Living in New York is no joke.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Like
What is it too,
if
Mike?
somebody were like, let's say, to sue you, like an employer, right? As a single person with, as an employer, as a single person, then they would be suing you yourself. Whereas if you get sued as a company, right? Aren't they suing the company now?
Yeah, in the company, they can't touch your personal assets.
Right. And then your personal assets aren't at,
I don't know that, but I know if it's a household employee, that means it's your dependent.
Hmm.
So they're your employee, like they go on your personal tax return. So I would,
Got it.
yeah.
I feel what you're saying. All right. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments.
I know we're a little late, guys, but for the comic stuff, like it didn't. I had a cold last week or 2 weeks ago, but the comic stuff's really changing for this year.
Right. So yeah, what Nick's saying is when you're doing taxes in 2024, that's when a lot of those changes will be implemented.
This year. No, what I'm saying is know what you're doing now for the next 8 months with how you're selling comics. Understand how it works. Track everything now. Understand the Venmo rules.
Right. So what you do this year will have
maybe potentially. I don't know if you were going to sell a book for $650, maybe take it down to $575. Who knows?
Right. And then don't forget to expense all the shipping and packaging. This is the first in years I didn't get to enjoy my taxes for personal effect, but I did pay half of my eldest cosmetology school.
Did you get a tax form for that?
So I guess it was kind of personal.
You get a tax return for that?
I don't know. Paying for education though isn't that usually?
I don't know what cosmetology school counts, but if you get a 1090 AT, you could get that credit if you claim the kid.
Education credit, right?
That is also like if you have a Schedule C and that, like the program will tell you like these are audit. Like if you abuse education credits, that's like an audit target.
Gotcha. Oof. So as you see here, there are things that will.
And hey, if you have the education credit, again, take it. I'm not telling you not to take it. They're legitimate. But I think if your kid goes to grad school, I think the American Hope one, I think it's called, like that one expires after 4 years. You can't keep taking the really good credits after 4 years.
Right. So they got to finish school within the 4 years. Yeah. And as Nick was pointing out, there are things that will trigger audits or could be an audit trigger, won't automatically occur, but stuff like home offices, education credits, those kind of things. So make sure you got your ducks in a row.
One other thing, right? If you get a 1099K and you're putting this on a Schedule C, that means you're self-employed, right? You cannot take. I believe the rule is if you take losses in 2 years out of 5 or more than 2 years in 5, the IRS calls that a hobby loss, and the IRS is saying this is like your hobby, and they will add back all that income. So a known thing among show income and pay a little bit of tax to make the government leave you alone.
There you go. All right. So Matt over here, Comics by the Bay, says, so if Chop and I do an online comic drinking show that is monetized.
That would be meals, yes. That would be meals and entertainment.
Can we write off the beers? Meals and entertainment. There you go. Don't forget to save your receipts.
Again, you get crazy with the meals, they can open you up. And when they open you up, they don't just look for like the beer bill. They'll look at everything.
Right. So I know at my job, whenever I expense a meal, I cannot put alcohol on the on the reimbursements. But maybe the government may do it. All right.
I report my taxable income, and I've reported some beer money while I'm doing some taxes.
There you go.
What are you doing? There
you go. This is totally not tax related, but I kind of wanted to break the.
Unfortunately, I can't claim Harper here.
I did not know that this Captain America Funko bobblehead, right? I always assume like little things they have are static or attached. They are not. Like this is a detachable shield.
Oh yeah, dude. I have a Tyler Durden one. The soap comes off the hand. I'm like terrified it's gonna fall on the floor and Harper's gonna eat it. Like the soap, it says Fight Club. They actually spelled like a little like that big, but it comes off his hand.
I didn't know it came off. I thought you said that you were afraid.
Chop and chop. It's not free. No.
Right. You still got to lay out the money.
You still got to report the income.
And then, yeah. And I mean, you're still laying out the dough. It's just a break on your taxes or credit. So government's not giving you a check in advance. Yeah, all right. Well, I think that was pretty good. I think we answered some questions, and if anybody has,
and sorry to cut you off, Will. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, if anybody has any questions,
a home office expense, and you have a sizable 1099K, don't do it yourself. Go to a tax profession.
Yeah.
Especially this year, where there's going to be a lot of uncertainty with the $600 rule.
And again, disclaimer, guys. Right now, we're just giving you we're pushing you in a direction, but we're not giving you actual tax advice. We're not doing your taxes right now.
I am not your tax preparer. My name is not going on your tax return. My name goes on the ones I prepare that.
Yes. So if you want Nick to prepare one for you, go ahead and reach out. Nick will help you out.
Yeah, send them. Put the email out. Enrando Tax LLC. Actually, they can reach out to you, Will. You can keep it off the website.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, guys, I know a guy who knows a guy who does stuff.
And again, right? I love comics. I just turned 30. I turned 34, and I discovered T Public. So I've gone on a shopping spree.
Go ahead and tell them about T Public, because you seem to love that place.
I do love that place. You know what? I was so mad. Literally the weekend after I bought it, all the T-shirts were on sale for $16. I paid $22.
Ha!
But now, dude, I'm about to play Elden Ring.
Nice.
Once April 15th comes, Elden Ring.
I was just talking to somebody about Elden Ring the other day, and I was saying how I have it, but I haven't played it yet.
Oh, dude, I'm so over leveled because like after like I'll play tonight for like maybe an hour, like kind of like whatever I'm done with taxes if I do some tonight.
Yeah.
But I just ride around fighting people. I feel like Russell Crowe in South Park.
I heard it's a commitment. Like
it's like Breath of the Wild. It's huge.
Right. Like I heard if you start doing it, it is a commitment.
Will be a samurai. I was the warrior and I regret it. Be a samurai.
I'll be a samurai. I don't even know the classes yet. I haven't checked it out. Chop said it's still free. It would classify under work expenses. I would, of course, have to pay up front.
Job. No. This guy's gonna like literally like report like $500 in income and write off $3 million. No. Job. I'll do your taxes next year if you want.
There you go, Daniel. Like claim gas supplies for work expenses.
If it relates to work, fine. This is getting out of hand. All I know is I'm gonna like end up in jail.
Again, you didn't point him in this direction.
I will say it again for the video. You have to report income. If you continually show losses, it's called a hobby loss.
So, but no, who wants to start this beer YouTube with me, guys?
We do boxes and brews.
That's true. We got to get back on that horse.
I have so many comics to read, bro.
I got so many beers to drink. Honestly, like I have some good ones too.
I've been doing tequila soda with like pineapple club soda.
I'm not hating that.
It's good. You get like a half a lime, like ranch water. It's like a low calorie margarita.
I like ranch water. That's a good one. Love the ranch water. There we go. Just wanted to put Nick up there for a second.
That's me and Boba Fett. Before he got, I don't know what happened on Tatooine after he got out of the Sarlacc, but that show stunk.
Ouch. That was it was just the Mandalorian, like, season 2.5 or whatever.
Dude, Pedro Pascal has made his whole career the Mandalorian. Tell me Last of Us isn't if Mandalorian and Walking Dead had a baby. And what's amazing is Last of Us came out first, so did Mandalorian steal from Last of Us.
Right.
And Obi-Wan and Kenobi, whatever it was. That was the Mandalorian. Leia.
Yeah. That's crazy. This man, by the way, guys, knows Star Wars like nobody's business.
I hate Disney Star Wars. You guys ruined it. Freaking ruined it. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage. The Force Awakens was good. Last Jedi was bad. I don't know what happened to Luke Skywalker. They made a new no.
You said
I read the whole Old Republic. I read that. I got to the last book, and Disney retconned it.
Man, you said you said it was garbage, and like 3 people logged off.
It was garbage.
Love it.
Dude, I'm not saying the prequels were better than the sequel trilogies, and they were bad.
Oh yeah, those were.
Like, I could literally just again. I read Darth Plagueis, so like the Phantom Menace is a little better because like you see how they set that stuff up. But like I could just fast forward that movie to the lightsaber fight. You know when he did he had the thing, it one went out, and then they did the other one. You were all like, "What?"
Yeah.
Episode 3 was good. Come on, Harper, what drop it takes? Get on the freaking camera.
Oh man. Is Harper eating something? What's going on over there?
Did you guys No, just about.
Nah. All right. Who's this dude? What's that on his head?
Stormtrooper.
Yeah, but what's on the stormtrooper's head? What kind of stormtrooper is this?
I don't know. I think he made it himself.
All right, because I'm not a Star Wars, is that a camera on this? No, go back. What am I doing?
Are these my posts?
They are your posts. That's what I'm asking you. Is that a camera attached to his head?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe he's just wearing a GoPro helmet. His stormtrooper. This is yours. The other picture was I stole
I know
it.
you put that up, but that was for mine too.
Yeah, I stole it, but then I put it on my. That's funny. All right. So yeah, what do you think about the Mandalorian happening right now?
I haven't watched it. I'm saving it for like that first Saturday, April 21st. I'm doing nothing but watching that.
All right. All right. So
I'm gonna be a bum and play Elden Ring and watch that show.
All right. So Matt did say thank you for putting up with their shenanigans, but we have a real question. So Chop Daniel asks, if you're expected to receive 10,000 plus back, is that kind of return red flagged?
What do you mean? What does that mean? Back from what?
I don't know. Maybe he's saying he's getting back 10 grand.
No, if it's a refund from the IRS, no, because
they're the ones who issue it. Right?
You don't report your refund. It's not taxable at the federal level.
There you go. So don't worry.
Again, not without
getting that money.
Returns.
If they already approved that.
For you.
Yeah. So at what point would you get audited in the tax?
I mean, I don't know what he's asking. Is he asking about the $10,000? Are you saying like, ask him if he's talking about the cash coming or like what he did to get that $10,000?
Well, I mean, he can hear you. If you're expected to receive 10,000 plus back, is that kind of red flag? So if you're getting back the 10,000 cash or not cash, well, $10,000 from the government already as your return, as Nick was saying, that's not red flagged. If you're talking about something else,
I'm talking about the cash. The cash itself is not like a reportable. Like
right.
You don't need to pay tax on your refund.
Right.
If you're talking about the things you did in your tax return to get you back $10,000,
so you're getting $10,000 tax back on his taxes. He says taxes back. So no, right?
You won't get taxed on that refund.
That's not a red flag. Now, what you did to get that $10,000 back?
I didn't see it. I can't speak on that.
Right. We don't know.
It's
What do you-
more rice or sweet potato.
What happened to mashed potatoes?
No, the potatoes turned a little green.
Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes.
I
Take
want
the sweet-
any, no carbs.
I'll make sweet
I don't want sweet potatoes.
less carbs. More
Women.
more vitamins.
Well, I think I gotta skedaddle out of here. I think it's dinner time.
All right, bro. Him.
Everyone, if you have any other stuff, message Will. Will give it to me. I'm happy to help. Come on, you're the worst assistant ever.
All right.
He was 15. He stayed awake.
That's funny. Harper's having a rough time with taxes. Like, I tuned in for comics and we're talking taxes.
Oh, I'm sure you got some Monday Night Raw books coming now, huh?
Yeah. Where are my Monday Night Raw books? Actually,
All right, give me a little taste.
gonna
Give me a
talk
little
about the
taste before I log off.
You want a taste?
Give me a taste.
Give you a taste. Oh, I don't even have my books on. Oh, did you read this yet? I know you got it, but did you read it? Hold on, let me pull it up. Dead Romans, #1.
I did. I don't know what the hell was going on. I have no idea. I don't know who's who. There's a Roman guy, but he's working with the barbarian. I don't know, man.
Somebody said to call it Dead Romance #1. Trev, who's usually here. I don't know. I'm gonna I'll read it and see what's up. I don't think the artwork's that bad. Seems
I just didn't know who was who. I had no idea what was going on.
Right. Yeah, I haven't read it yet, but April 26th, issue 2 drops. So I have some time to read this before we get there. I finished Black Panther today. The last series that came out.
There's too many books from Marvel right now. There's like too many. I can't keep up with them.
Let's see. I'm straight on my taxes, but I know people that don't work and get more back at tax time than me by like $3,000 to $4,000.
That's probably the earned income credit. And they have kids.
That EIC.
Yep.
And the kids. All right. Yeah, that's quite a significant amount more than you get, Chop. All right. Actually, I was going to talk a little bit after you left. I was going to talk a little bit about WrestleMania. I was going to self-grandize myself and talk about wrestling that nobody else wants to talk about.
Well, I got to get going, though. I got to eat dinner. Well, it was good to see. We'll do a boxes and brews. And...
Oh, wait. Right before you leave. Hold on. I got to show you one last thing.
All right.
I know if I don't show it to you now, you'll never check it out. Hold on. I thought this was pretty dope. And this is thanks to Shop for Comics on Instagram. Yo, check this out. Hold on. Right there. Boom. I'm Baghead Spidey, bro.
That's awesome.
They took even the hat I wore. I think it was last Monday. So I was like, now I have to wear this hat all the time. And I got to get a paper bag with eyes cut out.
There you go. Looks good, bro.
Right? So, yeah. All right. So you can head out now. I just wanted to show you that. Peace out, Nick.
My comic book fan.
Laters. Do you want me to drop you? I'll drop you. Boom. He gone. All right. Thank you for joining me, comic fans. I know you usually turn in for comics, but I want to throw out some tax help out there just in case you guys needed it. We can all use a little help every once in a while, even if it's serious help. And yes, the Shopverse has been killing it. I do want to bring it up one last time, but I think we're gonna get out of here soon, actually. And I'll let Nick know, Daniel, that you appreciate him. But yeah, check that out. The Shopverse. That is awesome. So many cool characters up there too. I got to go through it and see who everybody is, honestly, because that is super dope. All right, couple of quick announcements. Then we'll do the drawing, and then we'll head out. Anybody who watched, right? Anybody who watched WrestleMania, I thought it was a good show. Honestly, you know, with anything, you can always nitpick, but I think overall, it was a good time. Yeah, I did see you were there, Daniel. See if I can find you. I scroll through. But yeah, like I was saying, I thought WrestleMania was pretty good this year. Not too much, not too many bad matches or, you know, garbage matches. It is WrestleMania, so it is home of the Immortals. So they got to make it as good as possible. Oh, I think I found. There we go. I found you, Chop. I knew you had a Spidey one. Right? Last Mania I watched was, I didn't see last year, so maybe even the year before that. Might have been a couple of years actually since the last time I saw one. But boom, there's our boy Daniel. There's Chop and Drop. There you go with the armored. Pretty sure that's the armored Spidey. What Spidey issue was that? Was that like? Was it 400 or something like that? The hologram cover with Spidey on it. Drawing a blank at the moment. That was a good one. That's a dope one. I actually chased a really good copy. I think it's like a 9.8 version of that book, but I had to really dig for it. What's up, Roscoe? How's it going? How's it going? Thanks for joining us, Roscoe. We just finished talking taxes. Always a fun time. Now we're talking a little wrestling, a few comics. Yeah, if you guys out there want to CGC anything, you do have Alex Ross doing his signing. Again, these books have got to be in. I say again, like I told you already, but I did mention it this morning on Afternoon Delight. But these books got to be in by April 14th. So I think right before the tax man comes a call in, you got to get these books in. It's $110. All right. And if you want to get the book pressed, it's an additional $20 per book. So $130 if you need to get that book pressed. I have a personal presser. So first I got to get the book. If I can get the book in time and get it to my presser, he only charges $10. But if not, and I want to send in a book, that's going to be $130 to get his autograph. And this is the first time he's ever done a CGC, like personal signing. So that's pretty crazy. Pretty cray. Let's see. Boom. Oh, Melodope's in the house. What's up, Melodope? Yeah, 80s and 90s. And we were saying this morning, like the Attitude Era, Raw is War and all that, and the competition from WCW, like that really was the pinnacle, I think, of wrestling. And then, you know, once they backed off the Attitude Era, it was good, but it wasn't the same. There was a couple of years there of just the wrestlers just didn't have that charisma. They weren't as charismatic, right? Some of the in-ring work was sloppy, right? So there was no competition. When there was competition, that was the best. I want to get out of this office now and get back to the comic room since we're done with the tax talk. Get back to the comics. But yeah, that was. But anyway, the main event was actually really good. I don't know, where am I these days? I think I'm still 12 away from 500. I don't think that has changed. Maybe I'll do some. I'm sure if I do a short tonight, that'll work. Also, guys, I don't know why I haven't dropped it yet. You know why I haven't dropped it? Because I forgot to just post it. But I do have this video going up, so I will probably post it right after this show's over. I know Mondays are crazy and hectic, but if you want to see what comics are coming out this week, boom, we've got my preview of new comic books for 5/4/23 for this Wednesday, plus spotlight stuff and all that other good stuff. Spotlights and there's some spec books. Just a little. What's up, comic fans, and it's time for the preview. Those are the books. Those are some of the covers. Look at that. Codename Ric Flair.
All right.
Woo!
So we are talking about the comics.
So that looks like
coming
an
out
interesting book.
April 5th,
Spoiler alert.
2023.
That's
Unless
the
it's a DC
actual
book
Ric
that
Flair.
dropped in
But
your
it is a
store
Ric Flair
on a Tuesday,
in there.
then it is April 4th
The
of 23. All right. So we're going to get into all the books coming out this week. We got some spec books.
You know what?
We got some spotlight books. And we'll even do a very tiny FOC, which has to be in tonight. Right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All
So
right.
I got a
If you
little
like comics, you're in the
confused
place to be.
in this
Let's
moment.
talk about them.
I don't know
Let's start
why.
off with those spec books.
'Cause-
First off the bat, we have Scarlet Witch number 4. Scarlet Witch, she's a big part of the Marvel universe.
Yes,
Right?
she is.
MCU,
I usually
Marvel
put all my
Universe, whatever you want to call
spec books
Um,
into my polls
it. And
for the weekend.
yeah,
For some
in
reason,
this
this week
issue,
I did
we
not do
have
that.
a
It's all right. We worked through it.
villain.
This is like a
The
behind the
first full
scenes
appearance of Scythia,
commentary
leader of
with
the
the director
Bacchae.
happening right now.
All right, just that sounds like a good villain.
But this is
Leader of the Bacchae. Plenty of cool covers. I am pretty sure this
Squeeze,
Scarlet
hit that
Witch
like
David
button.
Nakayama foil variant was used before for like a store exclusive. That's cool.
Oh, thank
It's a
you,
dope
Daniel.
cover. I love it. But yeah,
Um,
pick the cover that works best for you. Let's move on to the next.
Sweet day.
Wait a minute. That's not the
That's why I
next
messed up.
one. The next one is Spider-Man number 7. There we
New
go.
character in Spider-Man number 7.
And
by the way,
this
right?
is the first appearance of Spider-Boy. Apparently, it's a villain, or they're a villain. Here's the cover.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Spider-Boy.
Or maybe that's not the one. There's a cover that Dan Slott said would reveal
That was the
the
one.
villain right
I
on
was
the
just
cover.
wickedly confused.
I don't know. Anyway, you got the first appearance
So-
of Spider-Boy in this one. Another first
That's
appearance
the cover
in
that
another
Dan Slott
Spider
put out.
Universe book. All right.
Or said,
I
Didn't look out
believe
for.
this is the last issue of this arc of this volume, and then who knows? There may be some more after that. All right, let's get into the Spotlight book.
show you some
I have
Spotlight
this
books.
week.
Why
We
not?
have
I'll give you some stuff.
Codename
Because we were
Ric
talking about
Flair.
that wrestling.
Yeah, this is a good one. Only because I believe what happens in here,
Scout
Secret Agent
Comics.
gets all messed up,
And
gets himself rebuilt, and he looks like Ric Flair.
yeah,
Sounds like an excellent
Yeah,
premise to me.
Ric Flair would
All
have
right, and
done.
then I do have one more Spotlight book. Not sure what went wrong here, but don't
Yeah,
worry,
yeah,
we're going to
something-
find it.
something
Boom,
went
we're
wrong.
going with Amazing Spider-Man number 23, but we're
This is the
going
last
with
book.
that Infinity Gauntlet cover. Now, this is the 1 in 100. This one, like I said,
Yeah.
1 in 100, probably too
expensive.
expensive for
New
a
color.
lot of people,
Come on,
or
man.
just unattainable, or you don't want to spend that much. But
Right.
don't worry, there's the color version,
Boom.
and this is the regular one,
Yeah.
and that'll be cover price.
$3.99.
And I
Good
just,
price.
that's dope. These what if.
So I'll be grabbing one of those. All right. So I'll probably just stop playing this video now. So anyway, yeah, that's a little preview of the video that'll be dropping right after we're done here. Yeah, pretty much it. All right, guys. So let me set up the. I got to remember to do this before we're doing this. StreamYard giveaway tool. I don't know. I always wait and wait and wait. But as we do these live, I'll make I should just make a checklist, honestly. So or talk to Brian, because Brian LCS he's like on the button. Or like Roscoe said, I got to get me a TM nerdy, because Travis over there he keeps things running on time. It's crazy, but I do appreciate everybody being here, guys. Thank you. Hopefully the tax talk helped. And this was Trev, who's not here tonight because he's busy. Actually dropped this morning, so we'll use this as the hashtag. It's going to be, let me share the screen so you guys can see it rather than me just telling you. But this will be the giveaway. 429. And it looks like a lot of people dropped out. There's a lot of stuff happening tonight for some reason. So weather gets warm and everybody's gone. So whoever wins tonight, you don't have much competition. So there you go, couple CPA. Ha! I appreciate it, Dagger. I do appreciate it. That's a good way to be, Daniel. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. Because once you do, I mean, really. Oh, damn. Dagger's not joking. Dagger is not joking. There we go. We're at 499 subscribers. Well, now I have to start planning that 500 giveaway show a lot sooner than I thought. Mondays are busy. And, welcome to the house. And, yeah, it's crazy. Oof, that is crazy. Thank you so much, Dagger. Thank you so much. And be on the lookout for those books I sent you. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Did I take I did bring the giveaway tool back because it is gone. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, and today wasn't the most entertaining Monday Night Raw books or Raw taxes, if you will, because we were talking taxes. And taxes? We're talking taxes? Like, come on. Thank you, Dagger. Thank you so much. 3 good nerds in the house. What's up? All right. Looks like, yeah, we got 4. Oh, we got 5 entries and 4 people. It's showing 5 entries, 4 people watching. So that is interesting. But let's roll it. We're almost there. Let's see. All right. Let's do it. Let's draw this. I want to enter this myself. What do we got? Oh, my boy Chop. That's cool. What's up, Chop? I believe that's the second time Chop has won too, so it's all good. We love repeat winners. Then we get to compare and contrast all the winnings. Dagger, you were so close, Dagger. It was like Dagger Chop. So Chop with the win. Congratulations, Chop. I'm gonna put that in my phone. And then we're gonna gonna go check out some other channels out there, guys. If you want to know some of the tax laws again, tax stuff happening, you can rewind to the beginning of the show, and you can see some of the stuff that we had going on. I just put in trop and droop. But yeah. Also, there's like names here of guys I've never. I don't know who half these names are. Actually, I do know most of them. These are a lot of your contemporaries on Facebook, YouTube. When I say Facebook, Trop and Drop. Winner, chicken dinner. All right, guys. 3-time champ. Three-time. What's up, my friend? How are you? Check out my buddy here if you want to see some. Let me see if I can find his link. If you want to see some cool gameplay. See if I can find it real quick. But let's see. Haha. Almost there. Vibes on. There we go. Take that out. Oh, I got some people here I haven't responded to, guys. I'm sorry. Let me drop this link real quick. So, guys, this will take you to a link where you can go see some really cool mobile gaming. Go ahead and subscribe. And let's get my buddy here. Yeah, my buddy from Indonesia. Let's give him some love. Hello, Coco. Coco Unusual. How's it going? Good to see you. Oh, Jim. NFL 7's in the house, too. That double three-peat. All right. So everybody's stopping in. But guys, we're pretty much wrapping up now. I wish I would have brought some books. I would have shown some more stuff off. Nah, it was a tape. I didn't break anything. But we talked very little wrestling tonight. We showed off some comics. Very confused by what's going on in this book, Dead Romans. But we'll read it. We'll review it this week. We did some tax advice, guys. We spent most of the night talking about collectible taxes, which is a thing. And yeah, check out Jim NFL 7 for some funny NFL stuff. Also, you got baseball on there. Jim's got the sports world covered. Coco Unusual. What's up, Coco? Go check out some videos there too. 3 Good Nerds. What's up? Check out that. Chopped in drop. He usually has Sunday Fun Day. Or is it Sunday Fun Day? Or it's just Sunday, isn't that? Chop, I have confused myself. Please help me. But Chop does some good, his son does some good video game, whether it's Splat or any of the shooters that I could never play because I'm just too old. Does some good video game footage and commentary. It's really good stuff. But now I'm just like talking to talk. Now for NFL hope, the AFC can stop King Mahomes, Kelsey, and the Chiefs in 2023. We'll see. A lot of teams are gearing up. A lot of teams are retooling, right? We'll see what happens with the Jets, right? Do they get Aaron Rodgers? Is that a thing? We still have the draft. So some teams will make themselves better just in the draft, right? Some guys will come out of the draft and be able to play year one as rookies, and some guys will be developmental. We'll see what happens. You've got some teams up and coming, and then you've got some teams, we'll see where they go, right? New Orleans Saints, big question mark. They have offense, right? But is that defense still up to it? And what about the quarterback position? The Bills, Buffalo Bills, you got Josh Allen. Come on. You've got a quarterback probably a tier below Mahomes, but still an incredible quarterback who can win games for you, right? And he's got good receivers and he's got a great defense. What else? Cincinnati Bengals, right? Joe Burrow, he's no joke. And he's got wide receivers out the wazang. There it is, Sunday. I got to Sunday, right? The Eagles were a dominant team. They almost pulled it off in the end. Unfortunately, they lost a few players. We'll see how they replace them. NFC South is bad. They're bad. What Tampa? Who went to Tampa? What's his name? He was just quarterback with the Rams, and before that, he was with Baker Mayfield. The best thing he does is make commercials. All right, right. He was with the Rams, with the Browns. Get out of here. What else? South. You got New Orleans again. Yeah, who knows? Panthers, rebuild mode. Who am I missing coming out of the South? Atlanta. Again, another rebuilding team, though they do have skilled position players. So it's really up to the quarterback and the defense. But yeah, that is a bad, rough division. All right. You got me hyped and you got me talking about football. Let's go. But no. Thank you guys again for joining me. I'm going to head out. There's a lot of other stuff on YouTube right now. Go check out everybody. All right. Roscoe's Between the Lines. Probably at like 8:35. So go check Roscoe out. He was in here earlier. Again, thank you everybody for stepping by. And, we're going to do congratulations, Chop, on winning Dagger. Thank you again. Thank you again so much, Dagger. Thank you. I'm almost at 500 guys, and Dagger is a big reason why. I know people who know people. Again, if you have any tax questions, go ahead, shoot them at us. If it's Canadian tax questions, probably can't help you. But if they're from the good old US, especially like East Coast, tri-state area, let us know. Or federal taxes, we got that covered. So comic fans, do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna get ready for next week's just show. I got books. We're gonna show some books next week. We're getting back to the regular format. Forget this informative tax stuff. We'll get back to that next year. We'll do another one, and then we're gonna get ready for that 500 show. Okay, we're gonna get ready for that show where we bring on the fam. We're gonna do the 500 sub show. All right. So I appreciate you guys. I know this wasn't the most entertaining, but hopefully it was an informative Monday Night Raw books. All right. So we want to be entertaining. We want to be fun all the time. Sometimes there's serious business, and I want to make sure everybody here is well taken care of. All right. So thank you, Dagger. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys again for all your support. It means a lot. And we're going to see you next time. We're going to see you next week. We're going to do it. Deuces.
Biggie. This goes out Biggie.